make a pressed leaf bookmark. So what you are going to need for this project are leaves. So I have pressed my leaves already. I gathered them from outside. I took some newspaper, I put them in between the newspaper and then put a big heavy book on them for about a week or two to get them nice and flat and dry. Next, you will need a piece of cardstock. Any color will do, but you want to make sure that you cut it to about the size of a bookmark. Last, you're going to need some Mod Podge, a plate, and a brush to apply your Mod Podge. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush, get a little bit of Mod Podge on it, and I'm going to coat the entire surface of my bookmark with the Mod Podge. So I don't want this to be too thick, so you don't want to get it all globbed on there, but you want to make sure you have a nice even layer on your bookmark. This is going to help the leaves stick to the cardstock. Okay, so once I have an even layer, I'm actually going to let it sit for just a few moments, and I want it to get just a little bit tacky. So once the Mod Podge is a little tacky, then the leaves will stick to it nice and easy. So I'll be right back after my Mod Podge has dried a little bit. So once your Mod Podge has dried a little bit, you can start applying your leaves. So you want to make sure that you come up with like a nice design to fit your leaves. You can also trim them a little bit if you find the ones that you gathered are too big. I tried to make sure I grabbed smaller leaves so that they would fit on my bookmark, and you're going to just press them down. It's okay if they don't stick all the way because the Mod Podge isn't super wet at this point, but we just want to get them just a little bit stuck onto your bookmark here. And it's okay to give them a good press. Okay, and try to figure out how to fit my last one on there. This one's a little big. Okay, so now that I've got my leaves stuck onto my bookmark and I like the pattern, I'm going to take more Mod Podge and I'm going to cover my leaves and the rest of my bookmark with the Mod Podge. This is going to seal the leaves to the cardstock. And I'm going to be pretty generous with my Mod Podge this time because I really want to make sure that my leaves stick. And there's no reason to worry when you apply it if you see that it's a little white. The Mod Podge dries clear, so you won't have any remnants of white when you finish. And be sure to take your time because you don't want to crinkle your leaves. And if you find that your leaves are not sticking super great, you can always stick a little extra Mod Podge underneath, a little Mod Podge on top, and sort of adjust them. It might take a little bit of finessing to get them to stick. And then we're going to let it dry. Once you let it dry, you have your finished bookmark. Thank you so much for joining me today. We hope to see you soon, but until then, check out the library's website at www.smithlib.org for more programs and resources.